lot of opportunities on the horizon, and we're in the middle of a 10, 15-year cycle of redesigning the world's networks. We had originally a network for voice, a network for video, a network for business services. And of course, all those networks are being redesigned and converging onto a common IP platform. At the same time, applications are shifting as we put more and more bandwidth out into the network. So the more bandwidth is there, the application developers understand what they can do, and they do things differently. Suddenly, applications start moving into the cloud. That's another profound shift. So as the networks build, the applications change. As the applications change, they push more bandwidth out of the network. So we're in this kind of cycle right now that's redefining communications, and I think we're going to be in that cycle for another 5 to 10 years, in which and we're going to be surprised as to how much more change there is ahead of us here in designing and building these huge networks. It's also about more and more intelligence in the right places, so we can manage the traffic well, because in the limit, we're going to have to be able to differentiate traffic and give good quality of service to those applications that really need it. Today we're announcing FP3, or FlexPath 3. It's our third generation routing silicon, and it runs 400 gigabits per second, which is roughly 4 times faster than the current state-of-the-art chipsets in the market. This is a real breakthrough in routing silicon.
FlexPath 3 provides the unique combination of speed, services, and power efficiency. And the result is that Alcatel-Lucent is raising the bar again in our industry, basically for the third time in our history.
The advantage we have is we have a core team that's been together for many years, 15 plus years, that have been doing this kind of thing together. Not only they know network processors work, they know how each other works.
Well, building your own silicon is definitely important because network processing silicon is the most critical component of any high-performance router. It's really the DNA of your router. It determines the performance and the scalability of your platform. It determines your service capabilities, your service scale, and it also determines the power efficiency. So these components are so critical that you don't want to rely on third parties to provide them. Controlling this technology is crucial to us because it allows us to innovate and differentiate our products. It also allows us to control our destiny and put our focus and our priorities without compromise on delivering what service providers need.
So we can actually optimize this piece of die for our customers' needs, our company's needs.
It gives us greater flexibility, faster time to market, greater performance across the broad range of applications that service providers have in mind today, as well as those that they haven't thought of yet.
Yeah, FP3 is not only very, very high performance, but it also reduces the power per bit dramatically, 50% as a matter of fact. And power per bit, or power in general, is such an important thing to our customers nowadays. Data centers are going through the roof in terms of power consumption. So anything we can do to bring the power down is absolutely critical.
SROS is one consistent operating system built from the ground up to meet the needs of service providers in their IP infrastructure. A simple, clean, powerful, robust, resilient operating system that spans the gamut, regardless of whether it's for use in business services, residential, or mobile. The 400 gigabit network processor is something that provides fundamental investment protection to our existing service provider customers who have invested in and succeeded in delivering value throughout their networks, fixed, mobile, residential, and business networks, over the past 6 to 7 years. Now, with this innovation, they can use existing systems that they've already deployed and operationalized to deliver even more value. Those systems will now scale to higher density volume interfaces like 10 gigabit Ethernet, as well as accelerating the adoption of 100 gigabit Ethernet. And it's not about new networks with new investment. It's about upgrading existing systems that are already in place. Better economics, same operations, lower power consumption, all the things that matter to them. In the end, a faster, smarter, and greener infrastructure.
Bandwidth and intelligence. And that's why service routing is so crucial to what's going on. Service routing is really the core element that allows us to manage these flows as they scale, to make sure that each of the services is handled properly, to make sure that the networks operate well when they're all converged and when all of these changes are ongoing. It's a really, really exciting time to be in this business.